मम्मी यता हेर्नु न कसले दिएको त्यो अंकलले मन्दिरको बाबा हो तँबाट आएको
uh, Hello. Today again we are going to talk about some programs, and we have to wait a little bit time here. Yesterday we saw some programs related to structure. We are going to continue on that. Uh, okay. Now we are going to talk about some more programs here. So here is the next program. That is 13 number. To store employee salary and calculate total salary of all employees. How to write this one? Just write the program. Creating a new file here. First, we have to write header. Then we have to create a structure here. No members are mentioned in question. Let's create ourselves some members. First is a name. Then is a salary. Okay. Store employee salary and calculate total salary of all employees. Yes, sir. To store employee salary means how many not mentioned there. So we are going to take only two members, name and salary. Now let's go for the main function. How many records we dot on there? So let's go for the total, and for the variable I, and we also need the total. So let's give here total salary. After that, use the chat box if you need any support here regarding the programs, maybe the Facebook or the YouTube. Okay, now let's go for the input there. Printer, enter total employees number to use scanner. So here is total. Okay, after that we need to declare a variable for this structure. Yes, for this size total, what we need here is struct employees, then give the s, and its index size it would be total, That's all. Now let's go for the loop for I equals to 0, I less than equals to less than total I plus plus. Here let's go for the input printf enter employee name I plus 1, then gets, here is s, then I dot name, next is a printf enter salary scanf I dot salary. Okay, so salary we also input here, name and salary. After that, what we are asked there, total salary. So let's find the total here. Total salary equals to si dot salary. Yes. So it goes on inputting and finding the total salary of all the employees. At last, what we have to do there, we have to print the total salary distributed to the employees. Total salary distributed to employees equals to have total salary. Return 0. Okay, going to save it. So yesterday we wrote here 8 programs. Now this is next program here. Okay, now going to run. Right now we are going to use only 2 here, so 2. So name is skipped here. We know that. So what we have to do there? So using plus here, to enter name Raman, salary. After that again it is skipped there. So what we have to do there? This is plus here. So to name Raman, salary 45k, name Shaman, salary dismiss. So total salary distributed to this one is this much. Yes. Okay, giving a big value here. Total salary we did not initialize here, so okay, everything looks fine here. Total salary equals to total salary plus SI dot salary. Fine there. Going to rerun the program. To name Suraj, salary 54, add in salary 12. Look here, so 54,000 and 12,000, so it is 66,000 we are getting here. So this is how we write the program, and it's very simple. So what happens in this program? First we have to create the structure. Yes, since the members are not given here, no members, so we have to first declare the members inside the structure block. We are taking ourselves here a name and salary. Next, how many employees not mentioned in question, so we are going to input for that, that is total. Enter total employees number to use, and that is for total variable. And after what happens, we have to use one variable for this structure to access these all the members. For that we have declared one variable, that is this one. Then loop runs from 0 to 1 less than total size. If there is 5, it goes from 0 to 4. If there is 10, 0 to 9. If there is 20, then 0 to 19. After that we are just doing inputs here. Here is also input here, and to find the total salary there is a formula, and the formula looks like this one. Total salary equals to total salary plus the variable or the member we are using to input the data, that is this one. And from here we are printing the values. So this is how we write the program. If any confusion, let me know there. Okay, now next we are going to talk about some more programs here, and that is using the type def. How we go for it. So what is type def? I want to show you there. If you want to declare the variable in the short form, then the type def is used. And it's a type def question. Mostly it creates alias, we can say there, and just it short answer code, whatever we write there in short form. It is quite helpful. Maybe with a structure, without a structure. So that is called type def, means type definition. We can create our own type and we can use it in our program. So how to use this? Let's go for this one using the type def. So going to create a new file here. If you are on laptop, then just you can write the code with me, so that there will be more practice. First we have to write header file, then we have to go for the main. Let's take a simple example of type def. Here. Here in question we are asked that to create an integer data type. So that we are doing here. Integer. Let's take two variables a and b. That's all. Now let's go for the input. Enter two numbers a and b. Then we have to go for scanner d. That is a and that is b. After that we have to go for sum, that is a plus b. Zero. So what is this here? Type def creating an alias named integer. Okay, spelling mistake happened here. Yes, name integer for data type int. So this is an alias, another name of the data type int. Okay, it's very simple, and it is possible only if we use a type def. And here we can see that now this alias, it is helping us to declare two variables being declared. This is the input and this is the output. That's all. Going to save it. Okay, I have saved the file. Now what we need here, going to run it. Let's see if there didn't work, we'll correct it. Enter two numbers or 12, 23. So sum is 25. Isn't it very simple there? So what this type def it does there, it creates an alias of our own name, that is integer of the existing data type. Okay, so this alias, it is only possible with the help of type def, and this alias we are using here to declare two variables a and b, and after that we are going for input and just printing the result in very simple way. Actually, we can understand about the type def. So do you have any confusion, sir? If you have any confusion, let me know there. Now next we are going to talk about here. Can you see my screen? Yes. Okay. Now next program we are going to write here is Okay, now next we are going to talk about here that is next program for the structure. So let's see a very simple example of a structure like string for ID, name and marks. Use type div to give it a new name student, input and display info. Let's go for it. In structure it is primarily used. Now going to create a new file here. Okay, first arrow file. Then let's create a structure using type div. What are the members? ID, then name, then marks. Let's give int here. Okay, now let's give a variable here. Yes, okay. So what happens now this type div, it creates an alias and that alias is s. Okay, for this structure, this one. And whenever we go for the type div, then what happens, we don't need to give the name of structure, and this it becomes alias for this structure. Okay, now let's go for the main function. Let's make a variable of s. Simply let's create s1. After that let's go for the input. Enter ID of student, then s1 dot id, enter name of student, get name, student, let's go for printing here. ID equals to name equals to marks equals to. Okay, after that let's go for the s1 dot id, s1 dot name, s1 dot marks, return. Now save it. Okay, now going to run it. So 1. Okay, name is skipped here, means extra character stored in memory. For that, what we have to do there, flush we can use. Flush is here to flush the existing character stored in memory. Enter ID of student 12, name Rajan, marks 450. Here is the result, ID 12, name Rajan, and marks is 450. So what actually we did here, in this actually we are creating alias for the structure like we did in previous program. So what is an alias? That is s1. This is the alias of this structure. So what this s does there, it takes all the property of this structure, and whenever we go for the type def, then its tag name is not needed here. Even if we give the tag name, it does not matter there. It does not care about that. So this is the alias of this structure, another name of structure. It will occupy all the property of this structure. Okay, and after that, what we have done there, 3 members we have stored here, and this is the variable of this structure s. Okay, so very short we can say. Before that we used to write the structure, then the structure name, then the variable, but as we use this type def, then structure is not needed to write here. And after that we are going for the input using this variable s1.id, then we are going for the name, then we are going for the marks, and here we have printed all those values. So this is how it works, nothing more we have to do there. So this is called type def concept. To manage the program effectively, uh, to write a shorter codes, it is used. If any confusion, let me know. Okay. So do you have any question? Let me know. No questions, fine there. So today this chat box, it is having some issue, so it is not able to show here some messages. Okay, fine. So this was about the uh, type diff. I hope you understood about this one. Now we are going to talk about some MCQs related to this one. I hope you understood about this one. Okay, now we are going for the MCQ. Okay, let's go some MCQ. First is here. Okay, what is the answer of this one? Or what keyword is used to define a structure block? Okay, it is. Okay, here is a typo error. A number. Yes. Now let's go for the 2-number question. To access member of structure, we use So what is the answer of the 2 number? To access the member of structure, we have to use AND operator, and that operator is okay. We forgot to put the dot. So this is dot operator. We have to use dot operator to access the member of structure. So question number 2. C. Now let's go for the next question here. So next MCQ we are going to have here is uh, so which one shares the memory? Can you guess the answer here? So union shares the memory, that is A. Okay. Now let's go for the next question here. So what will be the answer here? 4 number. In such if we ignore the padding, then the size would be sum of all member size, smallest in size, greatest in size, difference of greatest and smallest member. So which one is the best answer for this one? Okay, its answer is there. Sum of all. That is question number 4. Okay, we have to find sum of all the members. Then what will we get? That will the answer. If we include the padding, then it will be a little bit more than sum of all the members. So this is how it works. And some other MCQs also we can generate ourselves there, like passing to function, then type def, and many others there. Basically, if we have understood, then MCQs would not be the problem to answer in our exam. Okay, thank you. Tomorrow again 4 to 5 we'll be joining here and we'll discuss in this way. Tomorrow we'll be discussing about the pointer to 2 days, 3 days, and gradually we move forward there. Okay, so thank you, take care, and join me again tomorrow 4 to 5 p.m.